A new poll finds a majority of Americans believe North Korea poses a very serious threat to the U.S. The CNN poll released today shows over 60% of respondents think that Pyongyang is a threat, up from 48% in a similar poll conducted back in March. It also shows 77% of people think North Korea can launch a missile capable of hitting the U.S., and about half of respondents were in favor of taking military action against North Korea. This comes as Pyongyang makes new threats, warning of a preemptive strike on the U.S. mainland if it sees any signs of an incoming American attack. Amid heightened tensions surrounding recent nuclear threats from North Korea, President Trump is reassuring Americans that the U.S. has far superior weapons than anyone on Earth. In a series of tweets today, he said one of his first actions as commander-in-chief was to modernize our nuclear arsenal. He says it is now stronger and more powerful than ever before. One former military officer says the president's response was a strategic way to finally get a message through to the rogue nation. Here's One America's Claire Hardwick.
While President Trump gave a strong message to North Korea, one former military member said how President Trump is putting America first. Steve Rogers, a former Navy intelligence officer, said for the past 40 years, American presidents have dealt with North Korea by being conciliatory or trying to use diplomacy, and this hasn't worked.
We're dealing with a rogue nation that hasn't paid attention to sanctions or diplomacy, now testing intercontinental ballistic missiles with a nuclear warhead on it. President Donald Trump did the right thing. He did what he had to do to ensure that the American people and its allies are protected. North Korea is on notice. Don't monkey with the United States, because you know what? There is a red line here, and just try crossing it.
Rogers said that some people are upset President Trump used strong language against North Korea's threat. But the apology tour is over, and President Trump is not going to repeat the same mistakes of his predecessors.
What has North Korea been doing all these years? They're provoking us. They're poking us. I think what the president did was very strategic, because what he really did was not only put North Korea on notice, but put China in particularly on notice to step it up and to step in and to start controlling your friend to the south.
Rogers said he doesn't believe there will be a war, but the president did what he had to do to prevent one. From New York City, Claire Hardwick, One America News.
Thank you, Claire. The State Department's